With the compliments of the Red Chariot Foundation, we are indeed very pleased to have live in the studios of Akashvani Sister Devi along with Brother Haroon. All claims made are those of, the views expressed rather, are those of Sister Devi and not of this station. Jai Sitaram. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Good afternoon and a warm welcome.
Thank you so much, Kamala. And as always, I would like to start with the Gayatri Mantra. Om Hu Bhuva Swaha Tat Saviturvadhenyam Bharigo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat.
A beautiful start to our program here, the Gayatri Mantra, just rendered by Sister Devi.
As always, it's nice to be here, Kamala, and dear listeners, I missed you. I wonder if you also missed me. I miss coming to Akashvani to do these programs. It's very important, not for the readings. I know so many people are waiting to call in, and I know so many people are still trying to connect or contact me. And it's not so much about me. I always said that the most important thing is about the lesson behind the program. These programs are, very important to the Red Chariot Foundation members and to all of you, because it's something to learn. We can always learn something every day. Today I would also like to welcome my best friend, Brother Haroon Ali from Roshad Road, Penal.
Thank you very much.
And I want him to share with us the meaning of Ramadan and what is it that, and I will ask him a few questions before we begin taking calls. And I will also speak about aliens and UFOs and flying objects and stuff like that. I know a lot of people question if aliens do exist. So before I go into the aliens topic and phone calls, please, Brother Haroon, if you would love, please share with us your views on Ramadan.
Our dear listeners, Assalamu alaikum. It is stated quite clearly in the Holy Quran that fasting is prescribed for you as it was prescribed for those before you, so that you may guard against evil. There's a command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's very clear. It is compulsory for all Muslims to fast. Definitely it is a command. There is no getting away. People have their own minds and their own feelings. But that's up to them, and it is stated quite clearly: either you are fasting or either you are not fasting. And if you are not fasting, it means that you are exempted. You must fall in the category of one, if you're on a journey or you're traveling. As far as the woman is concerned, menstruation or breastfeeding, or you're pregnant, illness, older age. These are the categories that you must fall under if you are not fasting. So it is very clear, very, very clear cut. You have to pass it. It's a command.
Okay, Brother Haroon. And what about fasting? You said fasting. What time do you start this fast and what time do you end it? And what do you start the fast with? Just prayers or food? Could you please enlighten us to that?
Okay, in the morning you must finish eating suhoor, which is the meal you eat before in the morning, before the break of dawn. Now it's about 4:30. You must stop eating, and you can whatever you eat, and you must drink some water, and you fast during the day, and there are certain things that you will do while you're fasting. You more concentrate on prayers, more concentrate on reading of the Holy Quran and understanding it, and namaz or salat that you must read is very important. And when you do these things, it's come like you're nourishing your fast. Your fast will bring greater reward for you.
A lot of West Indians ask or say that Muslims are not allowed to swallow their saliva. Could you please tell us a little about that during the day of fasting?
Oh, no, that is not really true. You can definitely swallow your saliva. If you accumulate it in your mouth, and that of half mouthful or mouthful, and you swallow it, then you are breaking. You will not break the fast. But other than that, no, you can swallow your saliva.
And please enlighten us about charity. Every Fridays, if you go to the mosque, you'll see a lot of poor people and destitute people. Why is it so important to give charity to the poor, especially now with Ramadan?
It is a command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give charity. In fact, the zakat, it is 2.5% of your yearly savings. There's something they call in nisab. Once you qualify, once you have saved a certain amount, like I think now maybe it's around between $4,000 to $5,000, you have saved that for the year. It means that you must give 2.5% of that in charity. Charity is very, very important in Islam and even so in Ramadan.
Okay. What do you say about people, things are very difficult nowadays. Doesn't matter what race or religion you are, but it's very difficult with, you're saying that we have to give Muslims should give 6,000, 2% of 6,000. Mm-hmm. But what if a person has 6,000, give 2.5% and, they need that more than the charity and they give it anyway. What happens to them if their mind is not clean and they give it to charity, but their mind says, oh God, I wish I did not give it this time. I wish maybe next time I'll give you. Here it is anyway. What happens in a situation like that?
It's a beautiful question you're asking. It is a command to give. As the Holy Prophet upon whom he said, a man's wealth is never diminished by charity. So if you are fortunate to have saved $6,000, then you must give 2.5% of that. And I tell you that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is great. God is great. And as the Holy Prophet upon whom he said, a man's wealth is never diminished by charity. So when you give sincerely, I tell you what, God is so great and so merciful and so gracious. He will what you give, he will double and triple and send back for you.
Beautiful. You couldn't have said it better. And discuss a little about zikr. You told me quite a lot about zikr. And by the way, my dear friends, Brother Harun is the one who's enlightening me to Islam and to its meaning and to the truths and to Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and to Allah, the greatest of the great. Could you please tell us a little about zikr?
Zikr, the word zikr means Z-I-K-R. It means the remembrance of Allah. The remembrance of Allah. And it is great to always be in tune, remembering Allah. Wherever you are, when you're walking, you're sleeping, it is said that when you remember God, God remembers you. It also said that when you make one footstep towards God, he make 10 or 20 footsteps towards you. And in this month of Ramadan, it is a month that is filled of blessing. It is also said that in this month you do one good act that you do in this month sincerely. It is said Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blesses you as though and give you the reward as though you have done 70 of this act that I just mentioned.
Wow.
So gracious and so much blessing this month carries.
Brother Harun, I must tell you, it's a great honor and a pleasure to be sitting next to you today. I feel so blessed to have you here, and I'm sure Kamala is saying the same thing as well.
Thank you.
Thinking the same thing as well, because you're very powerful in your prayer, and you don't let anything bring you down, or you don't fail in your fast. And what I find, or what's very admirable, is that you kept that fast. You keep that fast from the beginning of Ramadan to the end of it, or to the day of Eid al-Fitr. And I wonder if other religions can do it. I'm not picking on anybody today, but Christianity, they fast for 40 days. Sometimes they fast for more. And Hindus, they fast for a week or two before Diwali, or they are having a prayer. And they cannot even wait for that prayer to finish. And I'm saying that because I came from a Hindu background. But my father told us whenever we grow up, we can choose our gurus. So I was very privileged to be in a mosque. I grew up in San Juan, so I always went to the San Juan Mosque. Even in Richmond Hill, I would stand up outside listening to the call of prayer. And even I went to Christian churches and so on. But my dear Hindu brothers and sisters, if you are fasting and you're listening to Brother Harun, who's keeping a strong, powerful fast, how difficult it is for us Hindus to fast. Is it very difficult? The same way Brother Harun is saying about God, Allah is listening and Allah is blessing him. Don't we all want that same blessing? Isn't it important that we all feel privilege or heartfelt love? I am picking up so many of you crying every day and saying, I wish God could be here. I wish God could listen to me. But God is really listening, but are you listening? Charity begins at home, and I believe in the Hadith, which is a very, Brother Harun, a very powerful book. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, the best charity is to give to a relative who does not like you. Can you imagine how many relatives we were giving to? I personally, I'm sure a lot of my relatives don't like me, and how many relatives we would be giving charity to. So charity does not necessarily mean physical or material charity. It means from the heart. It means, Brother Harun, you also mentioned something about tears and crying for God. Can you elaborate a little more on that?
Okay, it is stated more or less in the Hadith that when you cry or you become emotional in prayers, in your dua, it shakes the throne of Almighty Allah, and He answers your prayer. One of the great avenues of getting closer to Allah in your prayer, it is said, that if you can cry, you become emotional. The tears is very important. One drop of tear in prayers is very, very virtuous in the sight of God Almighty. It is said on the day of Qiyamah, on the day of judgment, that tears that smeared on your face while praying, while making dua, or while reading salat, it is said on the day of judgment, on the day of Qiyamah, your faces would be like that of the full moon, glittering. That tear would make your face glitter like the full moon.
Beautiful. You know, every time I go to a Ramayana, I went to a Ramayana Bhagavad Gita by the Pandit Ramnaris in Budu Trace. And I also went to one in Monroe Road. And I've been going to Ramayans a lot during these days. But every time I go to prayers or I go to the temple, tears starts falling from my eyes. And people look at me as because they don't know what I physically look like. They look at me as if I'm crying over a man. My dear friends, I'm not crying over a man. I'm crying over the love for God, the love that I have for God. As Brother Harun just said, that please, if you feel like crying, cry. Who's going to judge you, the pundit? Because even the pundits cry. Even the pundits reach out to God. Even the priests reach out to God and they raise their hands in prayer. So Brother Harun, I want to thank you very much for enlightening us on that topic. And, to my brothers and sisters, my Muslim brothers and sisters, once again, happy Ramadan and blessings to all. And Brother Harun will sing a song for us later on, and he would also close today's program with a prayer. As I said before, I wanted to discuss a little about aliens because I'm getting a lot of calls about it. I know people would prefer I speak, especially Trinidadians, about demons and obia and voodoo, but I'll leave that for September, October, when Pitri Paksh starts. But for now, I'll take a call, Kamala. I know people are dying to get through, and I'm sorry about that.
Yes, the phone is ringing off the hook, actually.
Today, we really wanted to discuss Ramadan. I think it's so important for us.
Yes.
It's such a special month.
Yes, because actually today is the 13th day of Ramadan, and the fast started this morning at around 4:40 and it ends this evening at 6:33. And of course, our listeners can join us right here on Akashvani for the breaking of the fast this evening at 6:33. It's 16 minutes past 1 o'clock. You're tuned to Akashvani, 106.5 FM, awakening the mind and spirit. We are very pleased to have Sister Devi together with Brother Harun live in our studio, and the program is coming to you with the compliments of the Red Chariot Foundation. Again, the views expressed are that of Sister Devi and Red Chariot and not of this station. Our studio number is 627-3223. You can call in with your questions. Hello? Oh dear, we lost that one. Again, our number is 627-3223. Hi, good afternoon.
Sitaram.
Jai Sitaram.
And assalamu alaikum to Brother Harun.
Walaikum assalam.
Sister Devi, I got my son consent, and I'd like to know about marriage for my son, please.
Okay, your son is between the age of 28 to 35?
30.
Yeah, so 28 to 35. He is a very nice guy, but sometimes he can be very shy, and he's still immature. So yes, I do see marriage for him, but he has to break out a lot of this childishness. Yes.
But will he get somebody good to settle down in life?
Yes, and if you're from a Hindu background,
I am.
Very good. So I recommend you go to the Pandit and read his Patra before you settle to anything. Don't go to anybody to, make sure and go and see a good Pandit. And before he settles down with anyone, okay?
Okay, then. Thank you so very much, Sitaram.
Jai Sitaram, you're welcome.
627-3223. This is Akashvani, 106.5 FM. Let's go back to the phone line. Hello? Hello?
Hello? I'd just like to know about my mom.
Is your mom here or did she pass on?
She did right here.
Okay. And does she have arthritis? Because I'm picking up something with the wrist.
Yeah.
Okay. Her back also. So is she on medication for arthritis or for high blood pressure?
She medication, but we don't know if it's for high blood pressure.
Okay, she needs to be very careful and watch what she eats. Also, she's very tired a lot. Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
What's good is I always recommend turmeric or hardi. healthy. The correct word is healthy, not healthy. And drink tea, or you can cook with it. But your mom also needs to stop lifting anything heavy, and she doesn't need to do so much work. She feels like she has so much to do but little time to do it.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
Jai Sitaram.
Yeah.
Okay, so I wanted to discuss, the alien thing. I'm not talking about illegal aliens. I'm talking about the UFOs, or unidentified flying objects. I don't personally call them UFO. I call them IFO, which is it means identified flying objects. In our Hindu scriptures, it's spoken widely, especially with from the Bhagavad Gita. And the Ramayana as well. It states a lot about aliens and so on. Well, does it really matter if there are aliens out there or not? As far as I'm concerned, yes, it should matter. If it mattered millions of years ago, thousands of years ago in the Hindu scriptures, why not now? We all need to survive in this universe, and not just this planet. We have a multiverse, which really means there are many levels of consciousness out there. We are, I believe, at one of the lowest lowest consciousness level because of the way we think and the way we operate. There are alien species, I can tell you, that are very advanced in technology and so on, and some of them are spiritually dead, as they say, or socially dead. But I'll take another call and then we'll go back to it. I'll discuss a few alien types that I have personally seen. I don't want to scare anyone. Children, if you are listening, don't be afraid. I'm sure you all watch a lot of UFO movies and alien movies and so on. And I also like a lot of movies like that. But it's nothing to be afraid of. Once you know it exists, and I'll tell you how you can also raise your vibration or raise your energy so nothing negative can harm you. Okay?
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Sister Devi.
Good afternoon.
I'd like to know something of myself, please.
Okay. Are you do you have any heart problems or anything to do with the lungs? Because I'm picking up the heart, but I'm picking up tiredness and sweat. So do you sweat a lot?
No, I sweat when I walk.
Okay, because there is something to do with your hands sweating and the body. So that is an indication of some type of medical problem. From what I'm looking at, the heart. Do you take medication for heart or diabetes?
For diabetes.
Yeah, because there is something going on there. If you can get some natural medicine, that will definitely help you as well. Okay? I know garlic is very good for that, and ginger and so on. So you just need to walking is excellent. But be careful because I'm seeing high blood pressure. So you don't want to pass out when it's hot during the day. So make sure you do walkings early in the morning or late in the afternoon after the sun goes down.
Yes, I do the walking in the morning.
Yes, and you're also brilliant. You're very smart, very nice guy, but a lot of people take you the wrong way because you're very straightforward as well.
Yes, quite true.
Yes.
Is it okay to ask for my parents now?
Well, brother, we are trying to accommodate as many people. You can call Brother Anil at 376-3930. That's 376-3930, or Baby Balkaran 765-5388. Okay, and make an appointment. Okay, Jai Sitaram.
Okay. Sitaram.
Okay, you're welcome. We'll take another call.
It is 22 and a half minutes past 1 o'clock, and our studio number 627-3223. Hello.
Hi, Sitaram.
Jai Sitaram.
I would like to get a reading for my husband, please.
And your husband is right there?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He's sitting right here.
Mm-hmm. He has to watch the chest area. Does he suffer from acid reflux or ulcerated stomach as well?
Okay.
Yeah, he has to watch that. He's eating too much spicy food.
Okay.
All right. He needs to also drink more water. He's not drinking enough water, and try to stay away from a lot of sugar.
Okay.
Okay, because lately he has been telling you he's tired and he feels something is wrong. And he doesn't know what it is. Is that true?
Yes.
Yeah, also the back of his head, sometimes he gets headaches. Okay, that's because of his breathing. It's he's not sitting straight up. He's slouching a lot. He's because of the tiredness and so on. So okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Jai Sitaram.
Salam.
Yeah. So as I was saying about different UFOs or aliens and so on, the species and so on. as I was saying, please don't be afraid. There's nothing to be afraid of. But there are many things hidden in plain sight. The secrets to the universe lies in each and every one of us. Do you all believe that? Look at what's happening with the world today. All the negativities in our planet, with the different weather, different weather modifications going on and so on, and earthquakes. Look what's happening out there. Don't you all think that is happening within us as well? So you want to ask also, does these species or aliens feel anything? Do they have feelings? Now that's quite interesting, isn't it? Or can they harm us? The answer to that is yes and no, my dear friends. Aren't there two types of humans? The good and the bad. Well, it's the same with the aliens. They are the good ones and the bad ones. And if one looks at Egypt's ancient pyramids, one would see rockets, submarines, etc., like helicopter and so on. And you could imagine 5,000 years ago these things existed, and now it's existing all over again, where we are seeing high technology. Sometimes you guys are seeing this, like the black helicopters around, and it's quite interesting when you look at it, And some of these alien species are really highly advanced in technologies, nuclear weaponry and atomic and so on and so forth. So it's quite interesting where did we get all this information from, or technology or technological advances from? Look at there was a cartoon called The Jetsons. I used to love watching that with my son Joey. And they showed the Vimana, or the flying cars. Do you all know that we have flying cars already on this planet? Isn't it quite interesting that it's not showing yet? It's not out there yet. Do you all know that you can run your cars with water and not gas? You all know how many things are out there. Do you know that cloning exists? What is cloning? Cloning, it's like, in the Hindu scriptures, they say Lord Ganesha, Mother Parvati, rubbed her hands and she created Lord Ganesh. That is what cloning is. Now, am I too high-tech for you all? The last time I came on, I was speaking about time and time up, speeding up and so on. And these things must happen. The world will not end, but these things are going to happen. It will happen to all of us, whatever it's coming. Well, as I was saying before, I have seen saucers. When I went to India, a flying saucer that is, I saw an alien ship, and they communicated with me via telepathy. They also came to my home. There was a time at the beginning of my meditation and techniques and so on, I wanted to see an alien. I said, God, show me an alien. What does an alien really look like? And a green-looking thing appeared in my living room. And I was shocked. I was scared. I was terrified. On his finger were on his hand were 3 fingers. The feet, everything looked really scaly. But they came in peace. When I asked to see it, that one was in peace, that green alien. It's a long word that they told me they came from. And I was a bit scared, so I, told them to leave. After this next call, I will tell you a little more. Mala, are you afraid?
A little bit.
Don't be, because they are among us. And it's nothing to be afraid of.
627-3223, 27 minutes past 1 o'clock. Sister Devi and Brother Haroon live in the studios of Akashvani, 106.5 FM, compliments the Red Chariot Foundation. Hello?
Hi, good day.
Good day.
I would like to know about my mom, please.
And your mom, she's alive?
Yes.
Okay. Does she tell you she's tired a lot, or she's suffering from dementia or Alzheimer's?
Well, right now she's on bed. So,
right.
Well, we're expecting her to leave anytime now, but we're not sure.
Yes, that's true, because she's already traveling. She calls out the names of loved ones who crossed over already?
She really calling for her kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, because if she's calling for the children, then that means she's afraid of leaving.
She's afraid of leaving?
Yes, that's why you see her with her hands, her fists are tied, like really tight?
Not really, because she could hardly move any limbs in her body.
Okay, but she's groaning a lot.
No, she just, quiet, very quiet.
Okay, because I'm seeing her as traveling, but at the same time she's afraid. So I'm seeing the fist closed, and I'm seeing her breathing heavy sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just light a diya. If you're a Hindu, you can put a Ganesh murti in front of her, or a picture of Ganesha, and tell her, Ma, there's nothing to be afraid of. Just look for the light. There is a light that when you cross over, we all get this light.
Because she keep telling her she's seen a light.
Yeah,
but take it off. She wants it off.
No, that is not a physical.
We know.
This is the spiritual light she's talking about.
Yeah.
And it's great to have her children around, because you all love her very, very much. And she was also a very good mother.
Yes.
She was great. She was absolutely great, and she loves all of you. But that attachment is there, you know. So just try to remind her that you all will always be there, and she's going into the heaven. She's going into that light.
Yeah, but could you tell me how long she has again?
My dear, I don't like to tell people how long again. I'll tell you is that she's burning off karma on that bed.
Okay.
Because when she's calling and so on, I've read for many people on their deathbed, and some of them don't like to leave, but you have no choice. When you have to go, you have to go.
Yeah.
But she will leave in peace. You don't have to worry. Just
Yeah.
keep on praying for her.
Yeah, but that is what we're doing right now. Yeah.
Very, very good. And keep saying, read a few passages from
Bhagavad
Gita.
Gita, yeah.
Very good. But
Right.
she will be okay once she crosses over and she sees her relatives and so on who already had her ancestors and so on who passed on.
Okay.
All right. But what you can also do is massage under her feet a little, because when the body is leaving, when the soul, is leaving the body, does she complain about pain in the feet?
Yes.
Right.
A lot, yeah.
Because what it is the aura is letting go.
Okay.
The sheet, which is our true body, is actually letting go from the feet go up. And you don't touch her too hard because it's going to hurt a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, but that sheet is separating from the body little by little.
Okay, then. Well, thank you, and Sitaram.
Jai
You have a
Sitaram.
nice day.
You too.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So as I was saying, nearly 3,000 years ago, there was an Indian scientist by the name of Sage Baharajrawaja who mentioned the alien flying ships or machines. And they classified it into three kinds. But I'll not go into that right now because there's so many people, I think a lot of people are questioning this lady who just called and asking, Sister, what do you mean by the separation of the body and the soul? Because I'm picking up people, Kamala. I'm trying to concentrate on what I came here to speak about, but then there's so many other issues going on. And I know, what happens is that when the sheet of the soul, it's called the astral sheet or the astral body, and from what I've seen personally and doing readings and so on, like I said to this lady, a lot of people don't like to leave this earth because of their attachment, attachment to children, attachment to house or material things, that attachment must be, we need to stop having that deep connection for things or material things on this physical plane. Because when we cross over to the other plane or a different plane of existence, we don't need any of that. We can create it with our minds. Do you know how many different types of planes exist? And you can create whatever you want. You want a mansion, you can have that. You want something to eat, you can have that. And so the physical body leaves and it disintegrates back into the earth. But that astral sheet, along with that astral sheet, must also go your mind. Whatever is in the mind must go, and your soul. We'll take another call.
Hello, good afternoon.
Sitaram to each and everybody in the studio there.
Jai
Sitaram.
Trying to get a reading for my wife, 9/37/52.
Okay, I don't need her birth date.
Yeah.
Is she into gardening and so on?
No.
Okay, because I see garden and I see plants around her.
Yeah, but she's not enjoying the best of health for
Yeah.
quite a long time now.
Huh?
She's not enjoying the best of health quite a long time.
Yeah, there is also something going on in the lung and the liver.
Uh-huh.
Okay, she needs a liver cleansing.
Yes.
Also, she's complaining about her heart hurting.
Yes, it is.
Yes, because it is so true.
Yeah.
There's a natural remedy called Gugulu.
Uh-huh.
Guggulu. See if you can get that medicine, natural medicine.
Okay,
and
fine.
make sure and let her check a doctor. Also, she's suffering from neck pain or headaches.
Yes, headache is correct.
Yeah, under her feet will start to hurt as well, or it's probably hurting. Her feet she's complaining about cramps.
Yes, it is, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's right. I mean, my dear friend, you have to take her to the doctor. You shouldn't play with her
Well,
health.
she's attending right now, but
Yes.
as time goes by, she up 1 minute and she down 1 minute. So.
She's also going through some planetary changes, eh?
Oh, I see.
So that's why. So if you go to a pundit, they'll also tell you they're seeing some planets and give her some prayers to do.
Well, she does do some fasting on Mondays.
Very good, very good.
Yes,
But she also needs to take her medication. Sometimes she forgets a little bit.
Yes, it is correct.
Well,
correct.
that's
Very
because,
correct.
yeah, that's because of the Alzheimer's or dementia. Sometimes the medication she's currently on can cause a side effect to be that as well.
All
So
right.
what I would recommend is beet juice.
And that medicine name is what? Guglu?
Gugulu.
Google.
Yeah.
It's told in the drugstores.
I don't know if it sells in Trinidad, but you can definitely ask around, huh?
Okay, fine.
You're
Thank you very much for your informative information. Thank
You're
you.
welcome, my dear. Jai Sitaram. Well, at this time, I must say I want Brother Harun to sing us a song. This song, when he sings this song to me, I start crying. It's a Muslim song by Mahindra Kapoor. And it's a very powerful song. So I want Brother Harun to entertain us. And while he's singing, you can all enjoy it with him. And this is live. This is not a recording. So, Brother Harun, please.
ऐ खुदाए पाक रब बुल करे कह के बिस्मिल्लाह रहमानो रहीम कह के बिस्मिल्लाह रहमानो रहीम सर झुकाते हैं तेरे दर बार में हमको कादिम है तेरी सरकार में है तो ही मालिक तो ही बंदा नवाज जानता है तू हमारे दिल के राज क्या ज़मीं क्या आसमां क्या सुबह शाम है सभी तेरे इशारों के गुलाम तू जो चाहे जरा भी हो आपका जिसको चाहे उसको दे तो बेहिसान ऐ खुदाए पाक रब्बुल करे कह के बिस्मिल्लाह रहमानो रहीम कह के बिस्मिल्लाह रहमानो रहीम.
Oh, wow. Beautiful, 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 brother. I say, wow, 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 wow. You know?
Yes, indeed. You did do justice to that song.
I know that's Kamala's favorite song.
Well, it's one of my favorites. I have a number of favorites. Yes. You did a fantastic job, Brother Harun.
You know, every time he sings, you know, like that, and it just awakens the mind and the spirit, as they say in Akashvani, you know. And Brother Harun, you are really unique and special to me and to the members of the Red Chariot Foundation and to all those people that we meet every day. You know, people say to me, Sister, how come you didn't choose pundits to be your followers or to help us? I don't want followers, but helping him with the Red Chariot. It's strange, but I didn't choose any one of these people, my dear friend. Brother Harun is Muslim, Anil is a Hindu, Sister Baby is a Hindu, along with the Ramki Soons and so on. And we also have Didi, she's also a Christian. I didn't choose them. God chose them. You know, also at this time I have to say, you know, Baby Balkaran, thank you so much for all that you have done for the Red Chariot and for us. And also to Anil. Anil, you're very special from the Toko Drive. I felt like calling you son. Every mother should want a son like that. Very unique kid. I know you are not a kid, I'm sorry, brother, but if you all need a reading, call 376-3930 or Baby Balkaran at 765-5388 or even Harun Ali 359-8842. We are completely booked up until the middle of September, so be patient. We also, the Red Chariot, if you want to donate to any branch of the Republic Bank, 660-192-305-931. That's 660-192-305-931. And, you know, as I was saying about the Toko Drive, you know, there are so many people that I must thank, you know. Everyone who made it possible. You know, I have to thank Basdev Pardesi, Anil, Naila Hussain. You all must visit her place. It's Arari's shop. It's the best, you know, Jabali Rawi. A very powerful lady. She's also a very powerful Muslim sister. And she's very sweet. That's where I got the stuff from the last time I came. And she's at number 140 Eastern Main Road, Tunapuna. She's very supportive of charity. She's big on charity and so on. So the people that supports you, my dear friend, you must also support. Because you never know when a calamity might strike the earth or Trinidad and we might need help from anyone. I also want to say, A special hello to Jai Sitaram, to Dr. Shivnath, the Vishwa Shanti Ashram. I've been there for the past couple of days with the visiting Swami. Very sweet lady, very humble, Brahma Vadini Swami. And she will be leaving on Sunday. So if you want to visit her, then, this is in Picton Diamond, San Fernando. And the number is 680-7741. The Vishwa Shanti Ashram, hopefully I'll be doing a little more work with Dr. Shivnath and his lovely wife Shirley. So please support the people that support us. And there are so many people, as I said, Oma, Bachu Ram and Marjorie Ramnarayan and her hubby, the Gopal family from Penal Rock Road, the Ramki Soons from Curep, Agwat Saran family from Chase Village, Corporal Lyndon Bishop and the Defense Force, Dave Sinanan. And I have to really say a special thank you to Sassy Ramuta. You all know her as a chutney singer. And as some of you already know, she's my daughter. She bought a ticket to come and help us with the Toko drive. And she's very sweet, very kind, and she sang for the people of Toko as well and supported them greatly. And if she's going for the Chutney Monarch again, guys, support her. She's very humble, very down to earth. My son's birthday, he'll be 18, comes Monday. 18 years of misery. Very sweet and loving, my child, my baby who's growing up. And I just want to say, I know he's probably sleeping. It's summer. Happy birthday, my sweetheart. And to Brother Anil, who also will be celebrating his birthday next week. He'll be traveling for his birthday, so that's a great thing. We all need a break from you, Brother Anil. Sometimes you get too much into the phone calls and the charity, and you put the baby, I know baby's laughing, and you put Harun and myself under a lot of pressure. You must get it done now, like an old man. And thank you all to all those who supported us. Before I forget, I know time is of the essence here. I want to also talk about the aliens that I've seen. There were two types of aliens. There are aliens on the moon, as you already know. From what I've seen, it's mechanical in nature. It's always busy. They are always busy. They have some kind of, they are like angels, but not angels. They have wings. They appeared before me a number of times, but very humble and sweet. There's an alien species called the Greys. Don't be afraid, as I said, please. The Greys, they feed off the energies of the human beings, of these humans here. And they have some type of pact with the governments of this world or the owners of this world. And they are tall. What I've seen is like 8 feet tall. I'll tell you a quick story where I saw them. I had tenants. I wasn't minding the tenants' business, but the door was ajar late one night. And I went to my kitchen in New York. And I saw two walking behind the tenant. And I saw this through the mirrors. I had a big armoire in my living room. And when I saw it through the mirror, I was freaked out. I didn't understand what it was. Didn't understand at all. And I was terrified. I couldn't sleep. The next morning, I got up and I asked the tenant, "Did you smoke weed?" And he said yes. And that made sense because these things, this gray alien, and they are grayish brown in color. It's a strange looking color. They don't have skin. They don't have blood and so on. But they feed off the energies of these human beings. And it's pretty scary if you don't see them. Once you start awakening or spiritually praying, doesn't matter what religion you are, doesn't matter what religion you follow and so on. But if you have this light within you, you don't have to worry about anything scaring you, because there are much worse things like demons and family who can really, be very demonic sometimes. But those Greys, I've seen them a long time. They've been here thousands of years now. And there's another set called the reptilians. How many of you are afraid of snakes? Or should I say, how many of you are how many of you are married to a snake? I don't want to say raise your hands because I feel a lot of people all over the world will be raising their hands. Well, I'm not talking about that type of snake to make your skin crawl. I'm talking about a race of aliens called the reptilians, or the snakes, or the nagas. In the Hindu scriptures, it's been spoken of in the nagas, in Tibet and East India and so on. And people are afraid of them. Even if you look at our Hindu deities, a lot of them represent snakes. So there are a lot of snakes in between them. It's not a matter of the physical snake that these pictures represent, but the Kundalini, which is also considered spiritual snake or spiritual awakening, So it's like that. These nagas or reptilians are very negative and destructive. Now, there are two types. The one this morning that visited me were from the Good Planet. They are the ones who are telling me I must speak about these things. I know a lot of pundits and priests are saying, what the hell is wrong with this girl? But I past that stage. I know something is wrong with me, and I'm okay with that. But these Nagas, if you look at all Indian movies and long movies from the ages and so on, even Bollywood, American movies as well, these Nagas are very psychic, very powerful. They've known things 30,000 years into the future. Imagine that. I know nothing compared to what these things know. And they also know about me personally, the bad ones. For some reason, they are not interfering with me yet. They are not ready to take me out because there's a pact with light and darkness. That light, I don't know if I'm making sense, but once you are in that light, nothing can harm you. No negativities can harm you. I know all of you are listening, and one other thing is that there are none in Trinidad and Tobago, so don't stress, don't be afraid. If I spot them on television or in a movie or in the international media, I will know them. They are human looking. Some of them, they shapeshift. They are not to be, they're not going to bite you or jump on you or, sting you right away or anything like that. Their purpose, these greys along with the reptilians, their aim is to take over, complete takeover of our planet. We have so many resources here, water being the main one of them, and we have the ability to stop them dead in their tracks, but yet we are not doing that. You see, my brothers and sisters, a long time ago, humans existed at a very high level of consciousness. We were all highly spiritual and very psychic. I am not psychic. We are all psychic. We are all visionaries in our own right, and we communicated by thoughts and actions just like animals do. Doesn't that sound a bit primitive? However, because of greed and vices, we gave up all of that to live like animals do today. Can you imagine? We all live like animals. We're all always going at each other, always looking to see, what's going on with our neighbors, and we can't even know what's happening with us. We don't even know what's happening in our own home, but yet we know what's going on in the neighbor's home, or down the road, as they say in Trinidad. And if someone hates you, it does not mean that you must also return that hatred in your mind, does it? When someone is jealous of you, would you go out of your way and buy something else to make them jealous? Come on, my dear friends. It doesn't matter if you live in the Caribbean or you live in America or the Western world. We are all human beings first. It doesn't matter what race or religion. If a person is attuned to God and the Masters and owns their own personal power and has self-mastery over their energies, they have nothing to worry about. Do you all think I worry? These aliens visit me all the time. Demons, they know about me, but nothing scares me. We all need to work. The world actually needs to wake up spiritually and psychologically and stop being victims and crying down yourself. Some people, they depend on self-pity. Oh, I am sick. Oh, I am this. Oh, I am that. Oh, please, all that has to stop. Pay attention to what is happening around you. Don't waste time. Time is of the essence. There's so many strange things happening. Do some affirmations. Get up in the morning and say, I am a peaceful soul. Or tomorrow say, I love you, God. Or I love myself. Look in the mirror. Visualize power and peace around you. This will bring you closer to enlightenment, my dear friends. As I said today, I didn't come here to do reading so much today. It was to bring out this very important reading. Speech that I was just giving. Your connection with God is so much more important than a reading. I am not here to just read for you. Those readings are not important. What is more important is for you to awaken spiritually. I can't stress enough how important it is for us to all awaken and realize that we are souls. We are really beyond this world. We have all these abilities within us, and yet we are goofing off with it. We are playing the fool with it. What's wrong with us as a human race? What's wrong with us? Am I begging you to change and you don't want to change? Then guess what? It falls on you, my brothers and sisters. It wouldn't fall on me. I know I should take another call. Before I go though, before I take another call, it's as I said before, it's not to scare you, but just remember those special divine qualities within our DNAs or soul's energy. They are after that soul's energy. They are after changing our DNA and manipulating it and so on. And remember, the Almighty gave us this world to enjoy, not pillage nor destroy.
Our time is exactly 11 minutes to 2 o'clock. You're tuned to Akashvani 106.5 FM, awakening the mind and spirit. With the compliments of the Red Chariot Foundation, we're very pleased to have Sister Devi and Brother Haroon live in our studio. And at this time, you are invited to call in with your questions on 627-3223. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
And Sitaram, Sister Devi, and Salam Alaikum to Harun.
Just-
Wa alaikum salam.
How you going, partner? You're still singing sweet. Yeah. I just called to say hello to your sister and brother Harun and Kamala. I ain't from Molly a little while now.
Well, brother, you know, these programs do cost a little funding, yes? So, as we, you know, we like to give it out in charity.
Not
So-
only program itself now. I always speak to ask Sister Baby for all, you know.
Oh, yes, yes. We will be doing more work again come September. All right? So, listen more for us in September,
I always
October.
ask for you. This is your friend from somewhere, you know.
I have so many friends, brother. I do apologize.
You know who I'm talking about now?
Not really, but...
Somebody the people Trina.
Oh, yes, Naga.
Nah, this is Naga partner.
Fazir?
Yes, sir.
Yes, brother. I will ask my son to come sing you a song when he visits Trinidad soon.
I hear you. I hear daughter there.
Yes.
You know, I support her all the way.
Thank you so much, brother. We must come and look for him, my brother Harun. We have to make time. We have so many friends
So
around
long,
the country.
I look out for you. Mommy wanted, you know, your was coming to look for mommy.
Yes, brother, but I have to apologize. So
And
much
I
work.
accept my condolences to your sister.
No problem, brother. Thank you so much. And please give our regards to the family.
Yeah, yes, thanks so much. You
Ja-
have a happy day and a beautiful Ramadan and Eid Mubarak to Sister Kamala and the rest of the group there.
Brother,
Well,
same
thank
to
you.
you. Same
Many
to
happy
you.
returns.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Thank you for calling.
Our time is 9 minutes to 2 o'clock, and we have just a few minutes left on the program. The number 627-3223. We can accommodate a couple more calls.
Okay.
All right, our number again, 627-3223. Hello, good afternoon. Caller, could you lower the level of volume on your radio?
Yes, Jai Sitaram, but please lower the volume on your radio because the feedback is too much.
Yeah, good day.
Good day.
Calling to find out about my uncle.
Okay, did he cross over or is he still here?
He's still here.
Is he very sick?
Very.
Yeah. He has a lot of headaches and so on,
Yeah.
and his body is breaking down.
Yes.
Okay. Is he on a lot of medication, different types of medication?
Yes.
Okay. What religion does he follow?
Well, actually, he is a Hindu, but he don't really practice it.
The reason I'm asking is because I'm not seeing any light around him. I'm seeing his hands closed, meaning that he's closing off the energy. All right.
Okay.
He's a bit ignorant as well.
Yes.
When you
a
talk
lot.
to him, he doesn't want to listen,
Yes.
and he's a Mr. Know-it-all, you know.
Yes.
Unfortunately, when he crosses over, it's not anytime soon, but when he does, he will regret it. But he also has a sense of humor.
Yes. A lot.
Yeah, so I'm laughing because he's very childish sometimes, immature
Yes.
sometimes. Very nice
Yes.
guy though. Very nice with
Okay.
outsiders. Okay?
Okay.
All right, Jai Sitaram.
Thank you.
You're welcome, my dear. Just remember that we are all from one and one from all. Whatever happens in another part of the world or the universe, that also affects us on the opposite side, which is on Earth or in our universe. And just remember also that they say there's only one sun. Doesn't matter what color and race. One sun in the sky where we must all take shelter together. Can you imagine? We must all live on this planet together. Resources are very rare these days, and please, you all, please be careful out there. Also driving, I must make a comment about that. I think I lost a relative recently on the roads. Please be very careful on the roads. And I know we need to rush. I know time is speeding up, but still that won't get you where you need to go. It'll get you in a box 6 feet under. So try to think of that. And I know some of you are driving and listening to this. And also, before we close, I'm sure we could take another call, Kamala.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good
Sitaram.
Jai Sitaram.
Trying to get a reading for my daughter, please.
And how old is she?
43.
Okay, unfortunately, I don't read for anyone over 18 because of an invasion of privacy. I have to respect each and every one out there. I don't think your daughter will want to know your personal business.
Okay.
All right, so tell her to call Anil or Baby 765-5388 or Anil at 376-3930 or Harun Ali at 359-8842. That's 359-8842.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Another one? Can we take another call?
Yes, one more quick call. Hello, good afternoon.
Sitaram,
Jai Sitaram.
I would like to get a reading of my husband, please.
And your husband is sick?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm seeing him is he on bed?
Sorry, I am hearing you.
I'm sorry. Is he on bed? Is he sometimes sleeping a lot or he's tired a lot?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He's praying to Bhagavan. I see him praying. We can take the call, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, because we're getting a lot of feedback, my dear. But call Anil and I'll give you a more in-depth reading. 376-3930, okay? I also want to say, last couple of programs I said hello and sitaram to people all over the world, all over the globe. But what about my own friends and family here in Trinidad? I want to say a warm welcome to my Auntie Marga, Sheila, Stahl, who is returning back. I love you very much, Auntie. I also want to say sitaram to the people in Cedros who listens to me, the people in Sandri Gandhi, San Juan, Port of Spain, Diego Martin, Tobago. I know you are listening. Just so you know, we will be going to Tobago to do some charity. So if you need a hamper from Tobago, give us a call. Cedros, we will be going. Penal, my people from Penal, I love you all dearly. And thank you all so very much for all your kind support. So many people gave us a little bit or even a can of food that went a long, long way. So we really want to thank you, the Red Chariot members. Also, I must say hello to my daughter, Celine Jaisiri, who's a gem of a person. I know she's listening and love you very much, my love. And once again, to Brother Harun, I must say thank you, brother. You are really unique and special to me and to the Red Chariot members. We all look forward to your company. You're living in Penal so far, but you really enlighten us as well today, and I'm sure our Muslim brothers and sisters also enjoyed that as well, as brother called in from San Juan. And as I said before about the UFO thingy, don't be afraid, don't worry. If you all need more information about that, I'm also on Facebook, Red Chariot Foundation, and also Sister Devi with 2 R's on Facebook. You can send me a message and ask me more questions about it if you want to. Or call Anil 376-3930, Baby at the 765-5388, or Harun Ali at 359-8842. And there's also a hairdresser, Baby was telling me about Popoli, I think, or Popli Saloon. I know you're listening, and I can see your eyes bulging out your head. Hopefully I'll get to come see you, one day. And so many people. Mr. Honeyman from San Grande, thank you. Mr. Ram from the Manzalina Beach, thank you. Paradesi, I always think of you. You mean a lot to me, brother. And to so many people, Naila, you are really a gem. Marjorie, Oma, thank you so much, everyone, for supporting and being part of the Red Chariot Foundation. With that, I would like to close. We'll let Brother Harun close with a special prayer or special song.
Ay momino Ramazan hai rahmat ka mahina रोज़ों का महीना है इबारत का महीना रोज़ों का महीना है इबारत का महीना रोज़े रखो कुरान पर सजदे करो तुम रोज़े रखो कुरान पर सजदे करो तुम दामन यूं ही अल्लाह की रहमत से भरो तुम जो पल भी मिले यार इलाही में गुजारो तुम पर के ताराबी मुकादर को सवारो अज़मत तुम्हें बख्शेगा ये अज़मत का महीना अज़मत तुम्हें बख्शेगा ये अज़मत का महीना रोज़ों का महीना है इबारत का महीना रोज़ों का महीना है इबारत का महीना Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brother Harun. A beautiful rendition. That is one of my absolute favorites. By Saud Khan, Ramzan Momino. Is that the title of it?
I'm Momi Ramzana.
Okay, I said it the wrong way. All right, thank you so very much, Sister Devi and Brother Harun, for joining us on Akash Vani 106.5 FM.
And who didn't, I know so many people are trying to get through and so on. Who didn't get through, please give us a call. Red Chariot Foundation. We are all over the place now. You can look out for the van, Anil's van. And also I want to say a special happy birthday to my friend's son, Veena Jarahil from Kanhai Trace Penal. I don't remember your name, son, but happy birthday. I didn't forget you. And to all those whose names I forgot, I love you all very much and thank you so much for the support. All the pundits who support me very much, or the priests and the imams as well. And once again, happy Ramadan. To all my brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum, Jai Sitaram, Namaste, good day to one and all.
Thank you so much, Sister Devi and Brother Harun. And that brings us to the end of this hour here on Akash.